Yeah, I got on air. It's Alicia Street here. I hope you can hear me. Please put in the comments if you can hear me. So glad you made it to Orlando, Florida, and we are at the Mastermind House. So it is a beautiful day. It is about 70, 80 degrees, and my girl keeps hitting the computer so it keeps wiggling. She's in the Mastermind House. I gotta show you this pool. There's Chad. What's up? No, this is goodbye. What's up, people? Keisha's on.
What's up, Keisha? How are you?
Oh, she's muted. And so we were in the pool. There's the pool.
Would you like the pool?
Freezing. A little mermaid. So we got some master pool side. My started and our work week. Perspectives out how you work and then life. And I think that's what life is all about. And what you do during the day.
Alicia.
It's only 4 hours. Hoping live.
Alicia, can you hear me?
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
What's going on, Keisha?
Hi, do we have a guest on?
I'm going to invite some guests over here in a minute.
You're going to invite who over?
Yeah, I've got Dr. Wade coming over here. I got some other one over here.
Awesome. Are you okay? Yes. I'm like, I hear sounds, but the connection wasn't that great, and you were going in and out. And then I'm listening. I'm trying to hear. I couldn't hear. The reason why, because I had my headphones in.
I got to get the right connection.
I'm going to mute myself out. Okay.
Okay, thanks for joining. We've got, hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me check the page on the Millionaire Mindset Hangout.com. Live logging in or logging out, or what it says. Okay, so post a comment, and you can comment on the Millionaire Mindset Hangout.com and see if you're live. And give you some insights from last week. We went over it, and some people's insights of what they think about the 4-hour work week and how they're applying it to their lives. So the first and foremost, it really starts off to share that why people doubt and why people question having a 4-hour work week. I don't have to get on this girl for making this all wiggly. And this is the story of Timothy Ferriss and how he uses it, making it, there's 4 different steps. And then he goes through some bonus chapters. So the 4 steps are, let me get on this girl. Number 1, D for definition. 2 is E for elimination. I'm gonna make you memorize this, girl. 3 is A for automation, and 4 is L for liberation. And then he goes through some different bonus chapters and stories. Oh my goodness, and it's just some history. Like, it talks about Teddy Ruxpin. I had a Teddy Ruxpin growing up, so there's still some things I'm going to be working and applying. I haven't really I've read it once. I've listened to the audios a couple times. So it's one of those ones that I'm kind of studying and really trying to apply in my life. So the next step, I'm gonna get on you, girl. She's my little reason why we're figuring the week out here. Last week we went over step 1D for definition, and I think we wanted to start going on for E for elimination and automation. There are different questions and stuff that we ask inside this book. So I'm going to go to those pages. Starts on page 65. And I emailed all my subscribers to make ways to get inside this book so you can have some questions and answers on that. So that's what I said. They should have reasons to see it. Okay. So I wish I could have some interaction from somebody in the page or someone here, and I'm going to ask them to come out and share their insights. So when you talk about definition, it's really clear on how you make your steps to define what exactly you want to your goals. So it talks about the 3 different goals in step number 1. Okay, dear. Remember what I told you? And we talked about a little bit of the definition last week. Remember what I said to go. And the step elimination. All right, I can't hear anything. Girl. Sure. Okay. We talked about elimination. I thought there was more questions inside the book. Yeah, Muriel's coming out too. So here is my. I've got Keisha out here, but there's like nobody out here, so we're just viewers. And my girl, she wants to be my lap. She's all hungry and wants some. There we go. So when we have, let's see if we can be over here. I don't know if I'm.
Who's that? Is that Brian? Hey, Brian.
This
is that Brian?
Wade.
Good to see you.
Oh, hi.
Yes.
And we're in the Mastermind House in Orlando. And I just asked everybody, have you read the 4-Hour Work Week? And almost everybody was like, cool. You're going to share some insights on my Hangout. So you're echoing, Keisha, if you want to introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm excited. Keisha Parker here in Philadelphia. I'll be joining you guys in Orlando soon. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I won't be at the Mastermind House, but there will be some masterminding going on. I am a mompreneur, and I connected with each other online. And just, can you guys hear me? Okay, good. All right, so we connected with each other online, and we've built a awesome community of internet marketers, entrepreneurs, and just friends and relationships that really have blossomed. And we decided on this book, and I really haven't been enjoying the book, Alicia. Unfortunately, I missed your part 1 last week, but I just really think Tim Ferriss he's funny. I don't know if I listened to the audio of the book, and just the information he shared could really, really help you. The examples, all of the worksheets and the processes that he has you go through. So I'm looking forward for you guys to share your insights on that. And also, I don't know if last week we offered them the links and online where they can go online to start to go through the process to become more efficiently effective. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Alicia.
Thanks, Keisha. Yeah, you have to say. So you out. I know when you come out, people get feedback. And I don't have my earphones in today, so but as well with everybody else. So, Dr. Wade, when we talked last week about the first step of being clear and defined, what are some big insights of how you're applying the 4-Hour Work Week in your life?
I tell you, it completely changed the way I do business. First of all, I have an offline business. I have actual brick and mortar businesses. I have 2 practices, but as a professional, many of us say you can relate to this. Sometimes you have to feel like you got to work for your money, right? You got to be there, be present, do the task, get paid. That pins you down, so you really don't have a lot of freedom. So after reading the 4-Hour Work Week, I kind of got a different perspective on that. And then, I mean, immediately put it into practice. And that perspective was outsourcing. And not everything you do. So right now, and entrepreneurs are really bad about this, you know. And first of all, you need to know what an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur is somebody who solves problems for profit, right? It's different than being self-employed. When you're self-employed, well, that means you just gave yourself a job. And a lot of people are trying to get out of that. An entrepreneur is someone who creates freedom by solving problems, creating profit by solving those problems. And so Tim Ferriss in the book 4-Hour Work Week, you know, designed this entire lifestyle around outsourcing. And I'm thinking, all right, well, how can I outsource some of the main things that I'm doing right now? And that led to me creating an online business. That led to me teaching others how to do the same things I was doing. And then all of a sudden, 5 years straight, because of this book, I traveled. I was basically almost living in Colorado, all the while still delivering value to my patients, be there nonstop to put my hands on, or, you know, to monitor my staff. And so the main takeaway from that was like, you don't have to do everything like everyone else does, okay? You need to look at things that you can outsource. I mean, literally, I have a virtual personal assistant right now taking care of some of the things that I know I need done, because my job as an entrepreneur, even though I have a degree in the medical professions, it doesn't matter. When you're an entrepreneur, you can be in anything. You don't even have to go to professional school. When you're an entrepreneur, that means you have a vision of what you want to provide value for, right? And so that is your job, is to provide the vision for what you want. And then you find those people who are good at all the technical things that typically hold us up. And so I have a virtual personal assistant right now that is doing a lot of those tasks, those the Facebook ads, the YouTube stuff, syndicating my blog. Also, he's helping me with my clinical operations and putting my videos out into my local area. So when patients or people who are looking for getting rid of a certain type of pain, they'll land on my video and they end up in my clinic. Okay, all the while I'm here in Orlando with Alicia, hanging out in this really awesome environment. I have full freedom of my time. I have kids. 2 of them are in college, and I have enough to, I mean, my online business has taken off because of the 4-Hour Work Week. And I have to say that if you're not reading that book, well, then you're just missing out on it, of what you really need to know in order to create true freedom in your life. And that's my opinion. And I think for those of us here that are in the Empower Network and iPass, most of us, when you ask who's read the 4-Hour Work Week, we all just raise our hand, right? Yeah, because again, it's all about creating freedom. Alicia with her daughter, Haley, you know, of course, we want to spend time with our family, and that's my thing. So yeah, 4-Hour Work Week was a revolutionary book for me, and I'm glad to talk to you about it. So Alicia,
thank you so much. That is why we're here, just trying to help everybody create that millionaire mindset, get a new insight or perspective of it. My daughter is hungry. So I'm going to go over here to another guest. Hey. Whoop, whoop. So we're moving over around. Thank you so much.
Sure enough.
Very empowering. So listen to this guy.
Bye. Hey, take action on this. If y'all don't have the book, if you don't, you're going to wish you would have later on. So go ahead and just do it now, get it. And I'm sure, do they already have it? And y'all are going through
I send it to my subscribers. If they emailed to get on this, I made sure that they had access.
Don't just read it and put it away. Actually, really go through it and put it into action. I promise you it'll make a huge difference in your life, like that's mine. I promise you that.
Right. Excellent. Good to hear that. Testimonial. Awesome. So here we go. We have Miriam.
Hi, everyone.
She was out a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so it's so empowering to have her here in person. See, I get to touch her.
This is so awesome. Yeah, being around
people here in Orlando. And she has read the 4-Hour Work Week as well, and getting tons of different insights. So it's so exciting to hear so many different people's what they've heard, you know, what they've applied in their lives from it. So I want to take her in here while you chat for a little bit. so I can get her going. And Keisha's gonna help out with that.
Sure. You get some chips or some food
Yes,
for
okay,
your beautiful daughter. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here, being able to share my part of what a 4-hour work week did for me and still does for me. You know, if I should share the most important part, the influence it had on my life, is that just by reading it and get that aha moment of it is possible to live another life than work from 9 to 5. There is another way of using my free time. I felt it was such an eye opener for me. It was like, oh my God, is this really happening right now? Are people doing this? It's like a big door, a big dark, huge door was just opening up for me. And I just discovered there's a completely different world out there that you can be part of. So, yeah, that's, I think, the big lines that how the book helped me. Can you hear me?
I heard you. That's great. That's
Okay.
great, Muriel.
So
So
hi, Kesha. Sorry,
That's
it's so
okay.
awesome to be here. I
And
see you there.
how are you? So glad to have you here. So listen, so share with us what was one of your biggest takeaways from the book, or what was one of the things that he shared, or processes that he shared that you started applying that really helped you reduce the amount of time that you were spending on certain tasks or getting jobs done. If you could just share something like that for our viewers, I'm sure they would appreciate it. Oh, is Alicia back?
Yeah, there she is, and we have a nice plate of chips here with dip sauce. Yes, well, what Tim Ferriss taught me actually was that the way I was taught how to work with my time, like trading time with money, trading time for money, is not the only way. It's like, it's a total shift, mind shift that he showed me, that by leveraging other ways to spend your time on such a more valuable way, that creates freedom. So that's why he called the book the 4-hour work week. Like, I work like 40 hours a week for like such a paycheck. If you compare it with what Tim Ferriss writes in his book, how he earns his income and his freedom, since I discovered that that is possible, I started to believe it's possible, and I find ways to make it possible. So that is, I think, the most important part that Tim Ferriss taught me.
Wow, that's powerful, because it's the way he puts it to put you in action, and seeing that different light on how you can apply it. And I think that's what we're all looking for, is how we can find out how we can make that solution, that point. This is what put me in action, and I learned how I can take action now with this. And it's so powerful, because I feel like nobody knows what these insights are. The government, everybody else is looking. Have you read this book?
Wait, and it's funny that you said that, Alicia, because it was one of the quotes. I mean, the whole time I was listening to the audio, he gives phenomenal quotes that make you really just think and help you have these insights. And it was something he shared. He said, don't just think out of the box, because that's just a thought. You need to act out of the box. So when you're talking about actions and taking the actions, he said you have to act out of the box. Don't just think out of the box, because that is just a thought. Now, we do know that actions come from thoughts. However, what I love about the book is that he shared processes and practices on how you can start, like Dr. I'm sorry, what was our guest's name? Dr. Brad, what is his name, who just shared with us his insights? Dr. Wade, I apologize. He just talked about outsourcing. Now, as I was listening to the audio, I'm thinking, okay, yes, I'm an entrepreneur, and yes, sometimes all the tasks can be overwhelming. So he says, even those things that when you look at your task, that thing that just keeps sitting there and sitting there, that's the thing that you need to be outsourcing. Yes, we know these things. Yes, I mean, we have people, engineers and doctors and MBAs. I'm an MBA. But however, just because we know it, that doesn't mean we have to do it all. So he gives resources on where you can go, like Elance, and different websites where you can go to start utilizing and start outsourcing some of these tasks to get them off of your plate, and so that you can become more effective in what you're trying to do. So that's a book that you really need to sit down, take notes, fill out all those forms and processes that he did, and just start applying everything. I mean, he gives you so many simple things. So Alicia, if you want to go ahead and break down that next step, that'll be awesome.
The next step.
Oh, did you have another guess? Oh, we could be on this book for like a month.
Don't want to do that, but people need to apply it in their own ways, and I think that's where it becomes more personal. Because like going through elimination is where you need your own and out. And I was like, I do Monday morning or something like that, like all day. And I've met moms that do that, going, okay, so it's laundry. Where is your time best spent? I mean, where do you really want to spend your time most? Weekend thing, like I can get that done, whipped out, or get someone else to do it, or whatever. Know where your time is valued most. And I think little things like that, like what you can eliminate, especially as a mom. Oh my goodness, like multitasking, all this stuff we need to do with like the kids and stuff, right? It's just like bugging me. We can find ways to eliminate things right there. And that's where it mostly you got to look at all this little stuff that talks about all this different advertising and stuff. I'm trying to review a little bit as I'm going through. I thought there were some questions though at the end of each chapter that that helped you with that. Yeah, here's the question and actions, and this is what really how you can apply it more. And some of the questions, like I can't really, I don't know, they're just too hard. Like what if? These are the if questions. I don't know if I should go through the if questions. What are there? Eight of them? Okay. This is in chapter the E elimination. And number I'll say no.
You're breaking up a little bit, Alicia.
I don't know. So what?
You're breaking up just a little bit.
Yeah, I got like 2 bars of internet. I'm out here on the porch. I'm sorry.
It's the jacuzzi that makes that noise. We apologize. We just jump in the jacuzzi later on. Yeah, we're in a mansion. Sorry about that. All surrounded with entrepreneurs here, enjoying our leverage of time.
In the hot tub. We know how to live life here.
Yeah.
with the daughter kicking
you can join us, viewers. You can be here the next one.
That's right. Plan to live life fully.
Yeah, read the book.
Wait a minute. They can be there at this one, Muriel. They can come to this one. They still have time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. This weekend. That's so true.
What is put your action? Is it the heart attack? I tell you, my parents like going through like figuring out cancer and getting rid of that and all these different kind of things. You got to learn what is so like that pain that's going to make you take the actions in this book. And like that's what it talks about. Is there a gun to your head? What's going to make you like say, I've got to do this now? The daughter taking my clothes off, getting ready to get skinny dipping in the pool. What's gonna make you do the actions that's needed to take to make this happen? So it's time to eat. We're excited to make sure it's happening. Make sure you get inside this book and inside of our mastermind by clicking the link below and seeing more about what we do. Any other insights, Miriam?
No, just yeah, sure. I have this for you. tap into your heart, listen to it, and take action on it. And Alicia here with Keisha, they reach out to you with an idea on how you can make big changes in your life. Just apply it, take action. You live today. Don't spoil this opportunity to create a better life. It's easier than you think. It's up to you.
Yeah, that's the part we have to say. You know, we're here to inspire you. We're here to show you that what is possible and show you the book. And like I said, example after example, you have to sit down. I do that after my daughter's gone to bed. Have your own time and read those questions and really apply them to how you can take action on it. And that's why you're connected with multi people, to make sure they're pushing you to take and be accountable to take action. So it's dinner time here. Is there anything else, Keisha, you want to talk about before we head off to join the mastermind?
No. I can't wait to connect with you guys. Listen, if you haven't read the book, read the book. It's a great book and it's very practical. I mean, don't think it's just for people, entrepreneurs. He also shows how you can work less on your job. Your boss won't like it, but here's how you do that. So guys, so that you can really go after your dreams and not work for someone else, but work for yourself. So listen, that's all I really have to share. It's a great book. And I know many entrepreneurs, 6- and 7-figure earners, have shared how this book has impacted their life. So I encourage you all, if you haven't already, grab the book, listen to the audio of it, which is what I prefer to do. So I listen to it on the train, all over. So guys, you get the book and connect with us.
Thanks, Keisha. We'll see you out next week.
See you next weekend, Keisha.
See you. I see you guys in another day.
Bye.
Bye.